Okay, this is doing our first Excel assignment, and what I've already done here, I've opened the example sheet. I'm going to show you how you can do some shortcuts in getting started yourself on this. One, you've got your sheet open. Press Control N, and this will open up a new Excel spreadsheet for you. I'm going to get it to where, at least at this point, it doesn't occupy the whole screen, and this one as well, so that because I'm going to do a massive amount of copy and paste from each. So first off, you want to copy your name, etc., and then paste that into your new spreadsheet, and actually type in what your name is, type in what your student ID is, type in that this is elementary statistics, and type in the semester. Okay. Now the next step is to put in the data. Now for your data, I have, let's see, created some different spreadsheets to ensure that you don't copy from each other, and you have different group data. This is all put in connected with your group on your Canvas page. What you would need to do is to open up this PDF, print it off, and then type it in. Okay, right here. So here would be like example what group 1 would do. Now since I'm showing you this and don't want to take the time for all of that, what I'm going to do is select this region right here. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste that in. Okay, there it is, all pasted in. And we're going to refer to this a few times. So while I'm here and while I have it selected, I'm going to go to Formulas. Okay, well, that's not the one. Let's see. Data, no, that's not the one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Formulas. Define names. I'm going to press Define Name, and okay, Define Name right there. And I'm going to put it in a name, My Data. You can call it that. You can put your name there. You just have to have something. You can simply call it data, but we give it a name because we're going to refer to it again. Okay. Now I go over here to the example sheet, and I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste this right here, paste. Okay, and we're going to sum up the data. We're going to count it. We're going to calculate the mean. We're going to calculate the sample standard deviation, the population standard deviation, and the quartiles. Now I'm going to show you here. It has the function there for each of this, and you can use this for reference. We're trying to learn, but in the interest of learning, I want you to type them in yourself, because there is a value to actually typing it in. And if you're too lazy to type a word in, then quite frankly, life is going to be very hard for you. But I'm going to type it in right here. I'll put equals. I press the equal sign on my keyboard. This is the way that you tell Excel that, hey, I'm about to do some math. And now I type in SUM because I'm going to calculate the sum. I'm going to do a parenthesis, and then I type in what I called the data, which in this case is my data. Okay, and hey, look, I finish typing in the name, it pops up and shows me that I in fact have what I'm referring to. Then I close that off, and then I press enter, and voila, there we have it. Now we have these side by side, and sure enough it has done just what I've done before. I'm now going to do the count. Okay, this counts the number of data items. I go there, and okay, it's named the function count. I'm going to click over here. I'm going to put equal. I'm going to say COUNT. Then press my right parenthesis, and notice there, here we have this little box underneath, which indicates the sorts of things that will go next. Again, I type my data, close it off, and it counts it up to 50. Okay. Now I'm going to do the mean, and here Excel uses a different nomenclature than what I've been teaching in statistics. It refers to the mean in a way you're probably used to referring to it anyway, the average. I'm going to put an equal, AVERAGE, parentheses, and again, okay, my data, close parentheses, and there, popped it up again. Now we get to the sample standard deviation, and as recall, we have two kinds of standard deviations, two ways of calculating it. We have the sample standard deviation and the population standard deviation. Notice how they differentiate these. The sample standard deviation, they just STDEV, okay, because and for the population standard deviation they do STDEVP. They make the sample standard deviation sort of the default one because you use it so much more than you do the population standard deviation. We very rarely deal with population data. But over here, I select where I'm going to put it. I put in equal STDEV parentheses my data. Close it off. There we go. Then I go population. I go equal STDEVP parentheses, then my data, and there you have it. Okay, equals. Here in a minute I'll format these for you, even though I didn't bother to over here. I know it bothers some of you. Now let's look here at the quartiles. Okay, the quartiles, I'm going to show you a trick how to save yourself a bit of typing. I know I've just disparaged those of you who like to save typing, but I want to teach you something here. Okay, I go equal QUARTILE parentheses, and I would say my data, comma, and this is Q0, the 0th quartile, so I'm going to put in a 0 there, and then parentheses, and equals. Now let's go back and select this again. What I'm doing, you can't see this, but what I'm doing right now, I'm holding down the shift, and then I'm pushing the down arrow until I have this entire thing selected. Now I've released that all. Now I am pushing the control and the D. And so what this has done is that it's copied the contents of this cell into each of the cells below it. Okay. Now I'm going to go up here, and this isn't the 0th quartile. This is the first quartile. Okay. So I select this, and I put a 1 there, and there we go. This isn't this will be the second quartile, and so I'll put a 2 there, and this next one's the third quartile, and so I will put a 3 there, And then finally the fourth quartile. And I will put a 4 there. Now here's a little word of warning. In the 0th quartile, the 2nd quartile, and the 4th quartile will give you the same answers whether you do it by Excel or whether you do it by hand. Okay. You will get slightly different answers for the 1st quartile and the 3rd quartile if you do it in Excel as opposed to if you do it by hand the way I taught you. The reason being, I have taught you a shortcut that gets you close enough to what the quartile is. Excel, being a computer, does it whole hog the whole way. Okay. So alright, so we've got this stuff done. We can take a little breath, but now we need to go down and do a frequency table. And so here I'll go over, I'll select A through F. Obviously this is grade data. Okay, copy. I then paste it in over here. Control V, pastes it in. Okay. And now I need to figure out how to get this stuff in this frequency column. Okay. And here we have to be a little clever. Let's see. What I do, I figure out this one first. Okay. And I use this function called countif. Okay. And so I go equal count if. Okay, so it's going to count data in the my data range that fits a particular criteria. Okay, the criteria we put inside parentheses. I'll put parentheses greater than or equal to 90 because I give A's only to people who make greater than or equal to 90. Okay. Now I press enter and what's going on? Count it and okay. Here, this is I made a mistake, an honest mistake, but this will show you how to correct it. Instead of my data, I put in my date, and it came up with this error message. Name. Well, I'll correct this to my data. There you go. We got an A. Okay. Now, in this next one, okay, I'm gonna do what I did above. Okay, so I'll just copy that down. But I'm not interested in getting above a 90 anymore. I'm interested in getting above an 80. Okay. And so I'll put an 8 there. Now you figured it out already. See, here this counts not only the B's but also the A's. So what I do over here is I will go, okay, what I got in that one, no, wait a second, what I got above an 80, and then I will subtract those that I got above a 90. And so here we've got 12 there. Okay. All right, let's go over the C. So I'll go select that, go copy down. In fact, what well, I'll just go through this on each. Copy down. Okay. This time I want it above a 70. And I will go equal. Okay, everything above a 70, and I will subtract from it everything above an 80, and that gives me my C's. Okay. Okay, you figured it out what to do next already, but I'll continue. I'll copy down. I go above a 60. Okay, and then from that I go equal, okay, minus the things in that cell, okay, and then okay, F. This will be a little different. Let me show you. Okay, copy it down, and here, okay, things that are less than 60. Okay. Now, I've got this is the column that I've got my frequency in, FREQUENC. Okay. But notice I have a blank here. Well, I'll just say put an equal and click over on this cell because that's what I want. And then over here put an equal and click on this cell. And so there I have it. Now I'm almost done. The only thing I'm missing at this point is this nice little bar graph at the bottom. How I do that, I will select this and then press insert and pick out the right column chart to do. Well, let's see. It's being a little bit too complicated for me. Let's see, let me do it like this. I'll pick out the frequency and okay, there. Okay, there we go. I've got it set out. Now I'm not really happy with this because I don't have the labels in it. And it will do a lot of this stuff for you automatically. It's just been a while since I've been through this. At this point, let me just move it here. If you can figure out a way to get those labels on it before I do, then I'll give you a little pat on the head. No points, you understand, just a little pat on the head. But anyway, this should be enough for the meantime. Take care.